All right. Now, another important thing that we have to discuss, and that is revising. Remember the writing process? Pre-writing, drafting, and revising. It is very rarely that you write perfectly in your first draft. People don't do this. Now, most of the people, what do? They write, and then once they have finished their first draft, they reflect back, and then they revise. Others might prefer revising simultaneously. So what is important to understand, that revision is important. You cannot expect to write perfect draft in first go. Revision is necessary. So revising helps you improve content, sentence structure, proofreading, correcting grammar, spelling mistakes, punctuation, format, mechanics. So in a nutshell, revising is important, and once you have written your first draft, reflect back, revise it, you might come across mistakes that you might rectify them, because it is very difficult to achieve perfection in first go, and people don't do this. People always revise. So revising for conciseness. Eliminate flabby expressions. For example, at this point in time, you can concise it and you can say it in a more appropriate manner now, due to the fact that, because in very few cases, seldom, despite the fact that, although in the near future, soon. So you see, you only get to know about these mistakes once you are revising, because as I have told you, when people are writing the draft, their initial draft, they do not pay attention to language errors, because they have this thing in their mind that they will ultimately revise. So look out for these things. Limit long leads in. We would like to inform our employees that Monday is a holiday. No, you don't have to do this. Avoid wordy expressions. Monday is a holiday. I'm sending this email to let all of you know that Monday's meeting is mandatory. Monday's meeting is mandatory. So you see, you only get to achieve this once you are revising. Drop unnecessary fillers. For instance, there are at least 10 candidates who applied for that position. At least 10 candidates applied for that position. There were approximately 100 guests. Approximately 100 guests were there. Avoid redundancies. Repetition. Combine together. Combine. Exact same. Exact or same. My personal opinion. My opinion. Refer back. Refer. Repeat again. Repeat or again. Revert back. Revert. Return back, return. So you see, these are the things that you could avoid. So there could be a number of other wordy expressions. We are aware of the fact that many managers need assistance. We know that many managers need assistance. We believe that we are aware of the fact that employees need extra bonus. We know that employees need extra bonus. So you see the difference between wordy expressions and concise expressions. Revising for conciseness, let's suppose that you are writing for social media, microblogging, include main ideas, personalize whenever possible, choose descriptive but short words, be prepared. Now again, I'm repeating this. Be prepared to revise many times for conciseness, clarity, and correctness. Make your message clear. Make your message clear. Keep it short. Keep it short. Make your message clear. It would not be advisable for you to affix your signature at this point in time. You should sign now. So you see how I am making my message clearer. So we have talked about revising and how it can actually make your message more effective. You always have to revise, make it a habit. Whenever you draft any message, it is important for you to reflect back what you have written and look for possible errors, for conciseness. Make your message clear. It needs to have clarity. It needs to be complete. It needs to be considerate where it is required. It needs to be concise. So these are the things that you have to look for while you are revising your message. Now, proofreading. It is important. It is important to proofread so that you could possibly catch your mistakes and you can ultimately rectify them. Look out for punctuation, names and numbers where it is important to mention name. Let's suppose that you are writing a letter to someone and mistakenly you have written a wrong name. So you could always correct it. Numbers, you have given wrong facts and figures, and while revising you realize that you have made a mistake. Spelling errors, these are very common mistakes. Format, you are required to write a letter in a specific format, whereas mistakenly you have used the wrong format. Grammar, again, something very common. So while proofreading, watch out for grammatical mistakes as well. There is a possibility that you might come across mistakes of subject-verb agreement, tenses, plurals, singulars. So these are the things that you could watch out for in proofreading. Finally, evaluate your writing. It is very important. Once you have written it, ask yourself, does it attract the reader's attention? Will you be able to have your reader's attention? Is your message clear? Is it polished appropriately? How successful your message is? Will your message achieve the purpose? Does it really put across your message? How will you know if you succeed? So evaluating your writing is essential, and it will really help you further improve your writing.